So welcome to episode 19, I think it is now. 5th of Feb today, home from work, back to do a bit more. So after the last episode, that's Merlin wants to come in. I'm not letting him in because I'm going to have the compressor on in a minute and he'll run away. So I've got the rear trailing arms off, I've got the bushes out, pressed them out last night. Got the other bushes off the end of there, I've had to press them off. I mean, normally they just like tap off, no chance. I had to press them off. So this one's driver's side. The actual axle bushes weren't too bad. They're okay. Yeah, press them out. That's what's left of that one. The front bush to the chassis mount. And then no, Merlin, you can't come in. Look at the state of this bush. Absolutely shot. I mean, I've never ever seen one this bad. Look how bad that is. They'd swollen that much. I mean, you can see how much they'd swollen. That you couldn't. I tried chiseling them off. I had to just get the angle grinder on them in the end. Move stuff, take the exhaust off. So the exhaust is off, the exhaust is there. Popped up against the garage door. We're now going to put the compressor on. I'll go underneath, I'll show you in a minute. But I've drilled some holes, some pilot holes in the airframe to chassis link mount bolts. And then we're going to hopefully get the nuts off. We're just going to chisel them off. Should split the nut, then we can get out the bolts, get the airframe off, get the airframe apart, ready to do that. So get you set up underneath and we'll go and do that. There we go. So see, there's the, just get the light a bit better. Airframe, ball joint, axle ball joint there. The light's not right because it's above. And we've got the lamp on. You see, I've put some pilot holes through. We're going to try and split that nut now, and then I can use wedge in there, get the bolt out, and then we'll repeat it on that side. Certainly opened up. Well, it's not split it, but it's got it so it's moving. Use the spanner and undo. So that's that one off. You can see that bolt's half out. Won't pull it any further yet until I've got the other nut off because it's supporting that airframe. There's nothing else holding it up. Repeat on that side where you can't see at the minute. So this side, same thing. I've got it loose, got it moving with my socket on because it's the 3/4 drive, and then I've got a 1/2 inch drive to 3/4 drive adapter. My socket ratchet is hitting this exhaust mount, which as you can see is bent, so we can straighten it. Might not be able to. No, it needs heat. Right, I'm going to have to get a bendy thing. There we go, so that's the nuts off both sides. Just got to get the bolts out now. Wonder if we can get them out with the chisel. Wherever it is. I think I'm laid on it. Wonder if we can knock them out. What do you think? Can we? There we go. So that's that out. Airframe out. So we've got to undo these next. Separate this. What size are they? What's that? 21s? No, 19s they are. So I should have a 19 here. Have I got a 19? No, I've not. I must have put it away. Hang on, there's a 19. 20 that is. Yeah, so they're 19s. Right, let's get some 19s, get them apart. So, my Bosch professional one started to move the one, wouldn't touch the bottom one. Got the good old 240 volt Clark one that I've had for donkey's years. That got it off. Right, do that next one with it. It's got stuck. Now, even the big dog won't get that off the end of there. It's nearly there, it's just got stuck on the end, even though I'd cleaned the threads and the threads are okay. So I'm just going to get the angle grinder and just cut that with a cutting disc. The bolt's loose, so the bolt will come out. These are all loose. Look, can you see? And if I hit it this way, it comes out that side. So just cut it off. The easiest way rather than messing around for ages. Put stuff away first before I do that. Tidy up a bit. There we go, so that was off there in less than a minute rather than spending ages. So now they'll come out. I need to tap them. So that one out. That's that arm off. Ball joint off. Ball joint off. That out there. Hang on, I'm trying to do it so you can see. There we go. Yeah, that's the one I just cut off. Right, scrap. I'm trying to screw that on there. Right, next job. Ball joints out of there. Clean everything up. Press the bushes out of there. That's not tonight though. Just before I go, I'm just looking at the ball joints. Men axle ball joint. That's okay, there's no playing that, but obviously the gator's all split. Look at the state of that. But the ball joint itself is okay, there's no playing that. Bush strut one, again, bit of playing it, but not as bad as the top one. You won't be able to hear it or feel it obviously, but there's not quite as much as the top one. So I just need to clean that up a bit before I get those off. Wire brushing. Thursday evening after work, 6:10 PM. Right, just giving that a bit of a wire brushing just so that when I work on it there's not bits of debris falling everywhere. I mean, there still will be, but not as bad. Step one, to remove the two ball joints, I'm going to remove these bolts that hold the axle ball joint in to the actual casting. And then we're going to cut the lugs off because we want to be able to press on the back with my press behind, press that out, and then that one will lock it in the vise, get the pipe grips on the ball joint, big lever, yank it out, crack it, unscrew it. Right, so I'll get the bolts out. There we go, so bolts out. Ears cut off the ball joint. Next we need to find a socket that'll go on the back and I can put it in, press it out. There we go, so that just about fits. What's that? That's a 36mm socket. Just about fits over the edge of that. So we'll get this set up, press it out, put that on the floor. Now then. how are we going to do this? Need to get that so that that's not catching on there. So I might have to do it the other way up, like this way, or even just going to have to go that way, you see. Let's think. We can do it this way. We can do it into there. No, we can't because it won't quite fit. Right, that won't work. Let's fiddle around until we get it to work. Right, can you see? If I put you there instead. So we've got you set up. Ball joint on the supports, 36mm socket, spacer, press. Right, let's press. It's going to go with a bang at some point. Yep. 5, 6, 8, almost at 9. You can go with a right bang and they can be stubborn. It's 10 tons and it ain't moving. No, made a noise. This is going to think about it now. That's a stuck one. I can go up more, but I don't want to yet. I'll probably take it off, put some heat on it. So I took this ball joint out of this end, just because so I wasn't grabbing grease all the time. Heated up round the lugs and round the ear. Put it back on. 11 tons, cracked it. Straight up to 11 tons I went, and it just went bang, cracked it. So now I push out now. It's going. There we go. Ta-da! Right. Socket. Spacer. Ball joint. Yeah, a bit rusty around the edges. So that'll go in the scrap pile. That all needs cleaning up now. Painting, etc. But yeah, it still didn't want to come out once it cracked, did it? Right, that's it for tonight now. Tidy up, put away again. Clean up, derust, paint, reassemble. Oh, I know what we need to do. We need to push the bushes out of those ones as well, don't we? The actual air-link arms. We need to push the bushes out of these. Now, which one of these is it? That one? Yeah, it's probably that one. Yeah, it's that one. So that's the one we need to use for that. These are just drifts that I bought off eBay. Put them together. Need to set it up correctly. Something like that. Need to get a big socket or spacer for that to go in, don't we? Let's figure that out. Will it go in that one? I think it'll go in there, just to get it moving. Right, do them tomorrow. Don't want to do any more tonight. So morning, it's Friday morning. It's gone 9 AM now. It's what? It's 9:30. So it's chilly though out. There's frost on the lawn. Right, got the airframe link arms set up in the press. That's the drift to push it out. Had to move this bit up again, but we'll get you set up again and we'll get that pushed out now. We'll see how many tons it takes. Hopefully you can see. I'll call out the tonnage. It'll go with the bang. So 1, 3, 4. Hang on. 1, 3, 4. No, that's not. I'm looking at the wrong scale. That's kilogram foot per square centimetre. That's 1 metric ton. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5, 5, 6. It's not quite sitting square. If I just pull you around, I'll show you. It's because these are a funny shape, aren't they? If I block the sun, these are a funny shape, and then you can see it's, if I come in a bit more, it's really close on this side, bigger space on this side, it just goes off slightly. It's difficult to get it central, and you can see my thing's not square here, so I'm going to reposition it. Try again. So I've just got a socket on. I'm just going to push the centre of the bush out first, which will mean it'll sit easier. It'll be easier to control it, because it's the middle bit that stops it, because it's got like a double layer of 2 metal sleeves. It's got the inner metal sleeve, layer of rubber, metal sleeve, layer of rubber, and then the one that actually presses it in. So yeah, the light's not good today. So I've just pushed the central metal sleeve out. The only trouble is now I've got my socket stuck in there. Push it out with the smaller one. It's got stuck in the rubber. So I just pushed it out with a smaller socket. I just pushed it out with a 19mm socket. So the one I used was a 22. Pushed it out with the 19. So now, see, it's all nicely sitting now. It's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. That was my socket, fell off the top. So that was over 10 when it went. It's a 19mm socket that's gone. Still don't want to move that, does it? Wow. That's back up to almost 9. It's going now. Wow. I've had to cut these out before. This is a 20-ton press. It'll fall. It's down to 5 now. Right, now it's going really easy now. What are we on now? There we are. Wow. Right, repeat for the other side. You don't need to see me repeat it though, so. Right, that's both of those out. Just got one more job to do. So that's the inner piece, that's the outer piece. Just split the two, push that out. That didn't want to go either. That was going bang, bang, bang the whole way down to the final little bit. So yeah, we've got the airframe out, the ball joint. So yeah, we've got the ball joint one ready. That needs wire brushing. These need wire brushing. Those are out. Wire brush them, de-rust them. And the other thing that I've remembered that I've got to do is on the axle, I need to take these off, those two. So I take those off and clean that, and then this is all wire brushing. So next it's just wire brushing, dismantle those two things, lots of noise, and then painting. So I'll see you in the next episode for that. Thanks for watching. Please do like, please do subscribe, please comment. Welcome to all the new subscribers. See you later.